Hello, today we are going to talk about MTHFR gene, MTHFR, which stands for methylene tetrahydrofolate reductase. It is an enzyme that converts folic acid, which is B9, into the more active form methylfolate. So essentially, if you lack the MTHFR gene, you can't methylate. You can't make that folic acid into the more active form of methylfolate. 57% of the population is affected by MTHFR deficiency. There's many other variants with like the sub enzymes that you can test for. You can also test for MTHFR deficiency in general. But what happens if you can't methylate and you can't make the B9 or folic acid into the more active form of methylfolate? Well, basically, if you lack that gene, it results in methylfolate deficiency, which means this: you can't make serotonin, you can't make dopamine. That equals depression and anxiety. Those are two neurotransmitters that help to combat depression and anxiety. So if you have the MTHFR deficiency, you cannot make those neurotransmitters. You might suffer from depression and anxiety. You also have an increased homocysteine level, which can lead to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. So obviously, those things are very important. You can do a test for this. I don't think it's necessarily. If you want to get some of the substrates to get the test for the more specific enzymes, that is possible. And there are some more specific ways that you can treat this. I think the most simplest way to start with is that you need something that is a methyl donor. So since you can't methylate, since these people can't methylate, you take something that's a methyl donor. So what do you take? Well, here's something that you can take. It's called Methyl B complex. It has methylfolate in it, L-methylfolate. It gives you that methyl form already, the active form, and it also can donate that methyl group to do other things. That is part of it. Another part of it is methylcobalamin. You've probably heard of cyanocobalamin, which is B12. Cyanocobalamin is the less expensive form of B12. Methylcobalamin is a little bit more expensive, but it's very, very important. It provides that methyl group. If you have the MTHR deficiency, it can help to make those neurotransmitters we talked about. My personal opinion is, instead of getting tested necessarily, you can just start taking a good B complex that has L-methylfolate in it and methylcobalamin. Methyl B complex is one of those, and we are actually having it on special this month. Buy one, get one free. I'm just a big believer in taking a good B vitamin anyway, especially for women that are taking any kind of estrogen systemically, because estrogens do deplete B vitamins. So if you're going to take a B vitamin, you might as well take one with L-methylfolate in it and methylcobalamin. Thank you. That concludes our presentation on MTHFR.